The games are blocking my good lighting.
That's why I was moving up.
Maybe if I do this. Oh my gosh, have I been illuminated or what? We're literally surrounded by games. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
And
board gamey things.
yes, you said it very. I didn't know if you knew.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, that tuck your hairs.
It's because like we always say the same thing, so sometimes I try to do it a bit different.
Try to switch it up a little bit. We are here today to do another monthly wrap up. It literally feels like we just did this.
Yeah, this month flew by.
This month flew by.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. That's how months go sometimes. So we are going to talk about all the games that we played in the month of November. We played a total of 30 different games this month. It's so hot down here.
It's not. It's like perfect.
We are going to start off with Fantasy Realms. Fantasy Realms is a fantastic card game that we have now very quickly become obsessed with. It is like a set collection game where essentially you're just trying to maximize the point of your hand by having your cards trigger off of other cards. It's all about comboing. It's fantastic, it's fun, it's quick, it's great. And we played this a total of 4 times in the month of November. One of those times we did play with Zach, the rest were just the 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. You and I. You and I.
Of those 4 times, Jeff won once, I won once, and Zach won once. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, that's only 3. Well, you're right, because one time when we played, Jeff, for some reason, had too many cards at the end of the game. So we decided to call it a wash.
Yeah, we dinked up.
We dinked up. We done dinked up.
I dinked up.
Yeah, and you can actually see that in an upcoming board game weekend that will be coming soon.
I will mention too, for people that play this game and haven't done this yet, Google Fantasy Realms calculator or something to that effect. Person has created a GitHub page that can calculate everything for you. So you just select the cards in your hand and it'll do all the math, everything for you. It's awesome. All right, next up we have That's Pretty Clever. Gone Clever, whatever you prefer to call it. Gone Clever is a roll and write, combo-rific game where you're just trying to maximize your score. You're rolling dice, picking dice, and you're just scoring points. Like Yahtzee, but better.
We only played this once this month, kind of crazy, and we did play it with Zach during our board game weekend, and I won. Actually, I think it was my highest score ever.
It was also my highest score ever.
It was my highest
unfortunately,
score
I don't think I've won that game very often.
No, I don't think that you have either, Jeffrey. Yeah. Sticking with the theme of roll and writes, we have Cartographers. Cartographers is a flip and write game, actually. It's in the world of role player. Everybody has like a little map thing, and you're drawing on different patterns based on what comes up on the card flips.
Terrain types.
Terrain types. There's different objectives that you have to get. It's super fun. All of these games are fun. Games are fun.
We played it, and Zach and Jamie are somewhat artistic, and they played with color pencils, and I spent half the time just waiting for them to... That's cute. Waiting for them to color in their blocks and draw their stuff.
Listen, if you're willing to take a little extra time, play Cartographers with colored pencils, you won't regret it.
I liked playing with colored pencils.
Anyways, we played this once in November with Zach, and I won. That's another win for Jamie.
Next up is a game we don't own.
But we wish we did.
Because it's amazing.
Yep.
And that is Wacky Races. Wacky Races is exactly what you would think it is. It is a race that is wacky.
So wacky.
You are a somewhat asymmetrical racer, and you're trying to just get to the finish line quicker than your opponent. There is a bunch of neutral players that are also racing along the board, and there's one computer player, AI player, that's going through the whole track super quickly and laying out bombs and traps and stuff.
It's in Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
So like the Yogi Bear world or Dudley Do-Right and that stuff. So we played this once with Zacharias when he was here for Board Game Weekend, and I won. This is such a good thing.
I was a turn away from winning that one.
I blew it up. I blew everybody up. So the next game that we played is another one that unfortunately we don't own, and that is Colt Express. This is a game set in the Wild Wild West where you are, they're not cowboys, some of them are.
You're asymmetrical characters.
And you're on a train, 3D train.
Set in the Wild West.
You're shooting, you're punching, you're looting, you're climbing, you're running. You're trying to get briefcases and gems and stuff. It's so fun and it's so funny because it's like a sequencing game. So you play down cards, and then after everybody's played their cards, when you have the reveal turn, it comes up and you're like, oh, I forgot. And then it's like, Jamie gets to punch somebody. Who's she gonna punch? And then you get to punch somebody. It's so fun.
It is super fun.
We played this a total of 3 times in the month of November. Once with Zach while he was here. We got to play the physical copy of it, which was great. Twice with Billy and Michelle from Second Star to the Left over BGA. So of those 3 times, Jeff won twice and Zach won once, which means Jamie won none.
I friggin' love that game.
It's so fun.
Res Arcana and the 2 expansions. Lux and Tenebrae. Lux A Tenebrae, Jamie always says. That I don't say. Lux A Tenebrae. And Perli Empiri. I don't know how else I can express to you all how much I love Res Arcana.
Do you like it though?
I friggin' love it. It is an incredibly tight engine builder. The 2 expansions are fantastic. All they are doing is basically adding additional content to the game. The Perli one just came out. It adds a new resource and a new way to score victory points.
I have also grown to love that game a lot. We played this a total of 7 times in the month of November. Can you tell that we like it? Of those 7 times, 5 of them were with Billy and Michelle from Second Star to the Left. Go check them out. I'll say it every time. You're going to hear their names a bunch throughout this video. Of those 7 times, and that includes the 2 times we played with the expansions, Jeff won 3 times, I won twice, and Billy won twice.
Every time we play it too, it seems like...
I didn't think that I would like it. Now I love it.
I love that you love it.
Yeah.
But they're super tight games. Like Jamie and I just played with Perli and I won by 1 point. You always think you're out of it, but you're not. Like, it's so good.
It's amazing. Speaking of games that are so good, next up we have Dinosaur World. Oh, I love this game so much. Another one that we played during board game weekend. This is like an expanded, upgraded version of Dinosaur Island, which is a game that we love. This adds in new features. This has like a tile laying aspect of the game. There's Jeeple tours. There are new kinds of attractions that you can get, different kinds of dinosaurs.
T-Rex jet ski.
T-Rex jet ski. This game is amazing. I love it. This will replace Dinosaur Island.
I was going to say, people are going to ask, where do you stand? Do you keep both?
I mean, I'm going to keep both.
I would keep both because that's what we do. But like, if you have never played either, and you're like, which one should I do? Get Dino World. But keep in mind, you need a significant table size to play. We have a conference table. That's what we use to play board games on. Like, it's a legit conference table. This took up every last inch of it, and I still felt like I didn't have enough room. So we played this once with Zach while he was here. Another one that you can watch during board game weekend, and Jeff did win. So let's move on to the next game. Jeffrey? T-Rex jet ski. He won with the T-Rex jet ski, which I think is garbage. Ugh, I really want that mimosa. Go get it. All right, next up, we have Furnace. Another one you can see us play on our board game weekend. Furnace is, in my opinion, straight engine builder with a very minor bidding element attached to it. It's very quick, it's very snappy, can cause severe analysis paralysis in some people if you're susceptible to that. Beware. Be mindful. It like melts your brain. It is a bit of a brain melter. There's a lot of combos going on. I think there's some confusion on people that haven't played this, that the bidding element is actually larger in scale and influence on this game than it is. In my opinion, it's very minuscule. And it's good. I like it a lot. I don't think Jamie's sold on it, but... I think I need to play it more. We haven't played with the advanced characters yet, but Furnace we played once with Zach while he was here, and Jeff won. So, oh my god, let's just move on. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting out of control. Next up, we played Mind Management. Mind MGMT. This is a hidden movement game where one person plays as a recruiter who is trying to hide from the rogue agents. We played this with Zach. Zach and I were the rogue agents, and Jeff was a recruiter. It was a hilarious time. I love this game. You will be able to see this gameplay in our board game weekend that's coming up. If nothing else, just watch that part of the video. Like, we do have a review. If you don't want to watch anything else, we do have a review of this, but it is so funny because the whole time Zach and I were so sure
We knew where Jeff was, and obviously Jeff won, so we never ever found him.
You were very close.
It's so much fun.
It is so
We
good.
highly recommend this. It plays great at 2 players, but I think something that Jeff mentioned before, and I would agree, playing with like maybe not even more than 3 players, but like having 3 players is almost like
really
a
good.
prime number for this, because literally you have one other person to kind of banter with and be like, "What do you think? I don't know. What's going on? Where is he?" And it's just fun for the recruiter.
Yeah, as a recruiter, it was so much better to hear the banter between the other 2 people.
Anyways, Jeff won. So next, oh, good. Let's bring out this one. This will be good.
All right, next up from Stonemaier, we have Rolling Realms. Rolling Realms is a roll and write where you are laying out realms that exist in the Stonemaier universe.
Yeah.
So Stonemaier games like Tapestry and Scythe and
Wingspan
and
Viticulture,
Charterstone and
My Little Scythe,
Euphoria, etc. And each one of these scores differently.
Yeah.
Basically it.
We have a whole review on it.
You can go check it out. Whole review. Really, really fun.
So we played this a total of 2 times, once with Zach and then once just the 2 of us, and I won both of them.
How come we're not just skipping through?
I just would like to revel in it. Cheers. So that is Rolling Realms. I won, like I said, both times. 2 times I won. Every time that we played, it was me that won. All right, the next game that we played is a game that we don't own. It is Zach's game, and that is Ukatoa. And this game is, like, I think it's built off of Critical Role. Is that right?
Don't know.
This is a very interesting game. It's 3-player minimum where you can win a solo victory or you can win a team victory. You have different characters of different colors, and in the game that we play, I wanted purple and Jeff also wanted purple, but Jeff also wanted red. He wanted red and purple. I wanted purple and blue, and Zach wanted blue and red. If you win you can win by knocking every other color off and you're the only color in that color, and then you win singularly. Or let's say Jeff was red and purple and we knocked all the blue off, then we would win as a team. So that is Ukatoa. It's very confusing. Am I butchering it?
Yeah, a little bit. You're a character and you have people on basically a ship, and there's a sea monster that's knocking people off of this ship. Everything that Jamie said, but there's a little bit more context.
Everything that I just said, but better. We played this game once again while Zach was here, and I won.
That one rattled me.
It was a real sneaky victory. I had everybody looking at Jeff.
Jamie kept pointing Zach at me, and Zach took it hook, line, and sinker. He kept attacking me, and I'm like, all right, man, well, Jamie's going to walk away with this one. And she did.
I win. That game was actually a lot of fun.
I really liked it.
It's not
I've
like
never
a game
played anything
I've
like it.
ever played before. It was very, very interesting. So yeah, I really liked it.
I did too. Unicorn Fever. Unicorn Fever
the
is similar to Camel Up, where you are bidding on a race. You are bidding and influencing a race of a bunch of unicorns up a rainbow track, which is super adorable. It's very cute. It's very colorful and fun. And you can play powers down on the unicorns to make them go faster or slower or whatever.
There's a lot more influence on the actual game
than there is in
Camel.
Yeah.
So we played this game once with Zach during board game weekend. Unfortunately, I was extremely hangry while we were playing this game. I was in a foul mood. You could barely see any of it in board game weekend because I had to speed through it because I was just such a grouch. And I lost, which didn't help matters.
I crushed you both.
Because I was just not in it, Jeff.
I crushed you like grapes.
But with that being said, we need to play it again because
it wasn't even close.
I love this game. I thought that it was great. I just really need to play it again because the whole time I was just so focused on eating that I couldn't think about unicorns, which isn't like me. Usually I'm thinking about unicorns 9 times out of 10.
Next up, we have Wingspan, again from Stonemaier Games. If you're not aware of it, which I'm sure you are because everyone owns and loves this game.
They just sold 1 million copies of this game.
They did.
If you don't have it, you're one of the only people that don't.
You are placing birds in different habitats and scoring points off of those birds, comboing off of them, laying eggs, collecting resources to draw more birds to your habitat, and that's basically it.
And we played this once with Zach. This is how we ended off board game weekend, and Zach won. We love Wingspan. We need to get some of the expansions, though. You don't love Wingspan anymore? What is your problem? Why don't you love Wingspan?
I said this in board game weekend.
But that's why I just said that we need to get the expansion.
Yeah, base Wingspan right now for me is just like, I will play it if people want to play it. I'll have fun playing it, but by the end of it, I'm like, it's Wingspan. you know?
The next game that we played was a game with Michelle and Billy. Once again, second star to left. Go check them out. Railroad Inc. And we played that on BGA. Another roll and write.
Yep.
What are we, roll and write savants? This is a roll and write where you are building out railroads and roadways on a grid, trying to connect them from one edge to another. To be honest with you, I don't really know how this game works. We've only played it on BGA.
We stumbled through it a little.
We stumbled through it a little bit. And Billy won.
She did.
Billy always be winning.
She did.
Next, Jeffrey. Oh, God.
Next up, we have Trek 12.
Our most played game of the month.
Now, let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
So we've played this only on BGA, I should mention. I will state that when we uncovered this game and played it for the first time, I think we hammered out like 4 or 5 plays
in a row
right away. It plays incredibly fast. It's a roll and write, and you are essentially rolling for numbers, and you can do certain formulaic things in order to change your dice roll. Add them together, you can times them, you subtract, et cetera, et cetera. Ultimately, you're putting numbers in this map and scoring points based off consecutive numbers in a row, as well as matching sets of numbers. And we fell in love.
We played this a total of 11 times. Of those 11 times, we played 7 of them with Michelle and Billy from Second Star to Left. Have you heard about them? If not, go check them out. We've already told you like 10 times. 11 times. We can't stop playing this game. Jeff and I have played it by ourselves. We even tried it on like the expert level, which was a terrible mistake. Of those 11 times, Michelle won once, Billy won once. That doesn't seem right. We mustn't have recorded some of them. I'm pretty sure that Michelle and Billy have won each more than once, but I won 5 times and Jeff won 7 times. Let's move on.
That's 8.
Jeff won 8 times. Dang it.
How many times did I win Trek 12?
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Next game that we played was Parks, a game that we love. If you don't know what Parks is, you are basically a hiker hiking along a trail, going to the national parks, collecting resources, visiting parks, taking pictures. It is a beautiful game with beautiful artwork. I want all the expansions. We do not have the expansions. I need the expansions. The point is, I'm amazing at this game. I think that is the point. We played this game once over BGA with our friend Jazz from the Lobby of Hobbies. If you haven't checked out Jazz from the Lobby of Hobbies, for the love of goodness and all things good, go check him out. He's amazing. So I won.
That one annoyed me.
I won.
Can I state why it annoyed me?
You can.
I misread my bonus at the end of the game.
You did.
I would have scored an extra 10 points and I would have won, but I misread it and I needed like 2 more pictures and I didn't have them.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff. It was the best game of Parks I ever played and then I frigged up the bonus.
RTFC. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what? I'm right.
Hate it.
Winner! Guess what? It's another roll and write.
Next up, we don't own the physical copy, and I'm not sure I'll ever buy it because the BGA adaptation is super good. That is Welcome To. We've played Welcome To a ton. It is a flip and write. You are building out your neighborhood. We've only played Welcome To on BGA, and we played it twice. One of those times with the entire Table Knots crew. Yep. We're talking like Jash and all. And then the other time we played just with the Doolin. So Doolin. The Doolai.
And Emily. Yep. Doolin's wife. Emily Doolin. Doolin's name is Josh.
Joshua.
The Doolin duet, if you will. So of those 2 times, I won once and Jeff won once.
Take that, Table Knots.
Imagine that.
All right, next up we have Dale of Merchants, the era of Trade Masters.
Dale of Merchants.
Dale of Merchants 2. Dale of Merchants is a card game set collection, building out your stalls. There's different factions you play as, cute little animal factions, and they all play a little bit differently. I think it's like gold. You're getting gold and stuff from your stalls.
No, it's the first person to get 8 stalls built. Like
but you're getting gold to buy new stalls and stuff, right?
You buy with cards.
Okay,
right?
Me. Apparently, I don't remember this.
We only played this one time, and it was like nearing the beginning of the month, and Jeff won. Doesn't matter if he doesn't know what it's about, because he won. God damn it. Next up, we have, finally, we have played Flamme Rouge, Flamme Rouge, Flamme Rouge. And this is another racing game, because you know that we love racing games. This one is racing on bicycles. Mm-hmm. No motors, just legs. This game is a ton of fun. Each player plays with 2 different racers, and one is a sprinter, and the other one is a word that I can't pronounce.
What is it?
It starts with an R, a rogule. Just kidding. I don't know what it's called. This has a very interesting mechanic where you can only ever play a card once. So your cards have varying different speeds, everything from like 2 to 6 or 7, I can't remember. So if you play a 7 right away, well then that's gone from the game. So you're not going to be able to play a big card nearing the end of the game. I loved this game. It was quite simple to learn. It was easy to play.
It was very good.
Very, very interested to see how it plays with more than 2 people. We played Flamme Rouge once and I won because I'm very, very fast.
It was a close one, right to the end.
I'm so good at racing games. You guys, you wouldn't even see me coming.
Next up from Bezier.
Y'all know it. Y'all love it. It's upside down because the lid's not on right.
Silver Bullet. What do we say about it at this point?
We don't say anything about it. We love it. If you haven't played it, just do it.
Go watch all our other videos if you want to know what Silver Bullet is.
We love it. We played it once, and I crushed Jeff.
You didn't crush me.
I
it came down to the final turn. This is a game that I rarely win now. I don't know what's happened and how it's happened, but I rarely ever win that game now.
It's because I am filled with luck. Next game we have is Winter Queen. And Winter Queen is one of the games that I was most excited to play this year. It is a very interesting game. I don't know that we've really played anything quite like it, but there's like a circular board and on 4 different, I almost have 4 corners, but it's a circular board, but on 4 spots of the board, there are spell books. You're placing down gems so that you can pick up spell books. The spell books then allow you to do different combos to gain more gems, more points, all of these different types of things. And I thought that it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's not a game that I would pull out all the time, but I can see us playing this like every now and then, maybe in the winter time, just because of the theme. The components are beautiful. It's just like a lovely game.
It's very pretty.
It would make a great cottage game. We played this once and I won. I am the Winter Queen.
Android Netrunner. We did it, people. We got it played.
Did it.
Bit of a challenging learn.
I don't know. I'm pretty brilliant. I picked it up right away.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Netrunner is a 2-person card dueling game. One person is playing as the corporation versus the runner. The runner's job is to hack into the computer system of the corporation, steal their secret objectives, their agendas. Yeah, thank you. So I played as the corporation. Jamie played as the runner. Jamie won.
I'm very, very fast.
But I will tell you, I frigging loved this game.
Yeah.
I recently purchased the playmats for this.
You did?
Yeah, Max picked them up for me. He ordered them.
Thanks, Max.
So this game is out of print. It's very hard to find. Apologies to anyone that wants it and can't find it. But there is a fan-based iteration of this game that is now being released. And I can't remember what it's called. I apologize. The reason why I bring up the playmats is because your board is very structured. Like you have mainframes, you have places.
There's a specific place where everything needs
for
to
everything,
go.
And the playmats are going to help. But that is a game that I want to play more and more. There's different factions to play. We can swap back and forth, and it's very much Jamie and I focused, like in terms of take that 1v1, very cutthroat.
Like it is highly thematic. So one thing, if you do ever play this game, it is a little bit intimidating to learn because of the terminology that's used. When you're playing as the runner, you're playing a totally different game than when you're playing as a corporation. And I won because I'm very, very fast. Next up, we played Baseball Highlights 2045. That's not a baseball noise. What's the baseball noise? Anyways.
I have no idea what you were doing there, but all right, cool.
Baseball Highlights 2045 is a very thematic baseball game set in the future where you can play as humans, cyborgs, or robots. They join your team and you go through different innings of a game. And you play like through a tournament, and it's very confusing how the running mechanic works.
It's not.
And also you're like drafting players. It is a very thematic game. Like
it's very good.
Futuristic. I did like it. I need to play it more. If you are not familiar with baseball, I found the run system very confusing. I was like, I don't know where my people are supposed to go.
I think even if you are a fan of baseball, it can be a bit confusing.
So we played this once, and Jeff won because he knows baseball better than I do.
Built a better team. If you like baseball, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Next up, we have fan favorite, Household favorite.
Household favorite.
Kingdomino.
What?
Again, we didn't play this physical copy. We played it on BGA with Billy and Michelle. Kingdomino is a tile placement game where you are...
Tile placement, tile drafting.
Tile placement, tile drafting, playing out tiles, matching tiles to other tiles in order to build out your kingdom.
We played it twice. Jeff won once and I won once. Even Stevens. Next up, we have Azul. We haven't talked about this one in a little while. So Azul is a tile placement game. But
it's very pretty.
It's like a factory floor. You got these amazing tiles. You are drafting
I'd like to play this in
different
person.
tiles from either these little circles or the middle, putting them on your thing, blah, blah. Anyways, it's a great game. We played it twice over BGA, so we didn't actually play the physical copy. Once with Billy and Michelle, and once with the duel and duet. So yeah, we played this twice, and I won once, and Michelle won once. And none for Jeffrey.
Next up, we have Sushi Go. We're showing the Sushi Go party version because we don't have the normal Sushi Go.
Well,
but we played
Sushi Go.
Sushi Go, set collection, card drafting, cute game with likely the cutest thing in all of board games, which is the Wasabi.
Wasabi. So we played this game a total of 3 times. Of those 3 times, we played once with Doolin and Emily, or the duel and duet, and twice with Billy and Michelle. Jeff won twice, Billy won once, and now we're going to move on to our next segment, games that Jeff lost. So let's move into that. Next up, with the entire Table Knots crew, I don't remember if Josh was here for this, but he was kind of in and out. He's on Japan time.
Yeah, he's in Japan.
Never really know where he is.
He just shows up randomly.
He played Similo, and we played this twice, and we did not win either of those times.
Yes, we won the first one.
We did?
Yep. Because I was giving the clues twice. We won the first one, lost the second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, we played it twice. Neither of us won singularly because it's a team game.
I just would like to state, in the game we lost, Doolin understood me like none other has ever understood me. You can't talk in Similo. You're only giving card clues. And I was trying to get them to guess like a Robin Hood-esque figure. Doolin got it right away. But the whole rest of the group was like, no, Doolin, you're wrong.
It's a terrible clue.
It wasn't.
Anyway, so Similo is a game very Similo to Mysterium, where you have one person who's giving clues, everybody else is guessing. There's like a grid of different cards. Clue giver has a card that they're trying to get everybody to guess. So if it is a character that is similar to the card they have in their hand, they place it this way, horizontally, vertically. If it is dissimilo, then they place it horizontally. And then hopefully you can guess the character. It's like process of elimination by the end. It's a ton of fun. Then we played Jeff's favorite game with the Table Knots crew.
Go nuts for donuts.
I do. In real life, I do that.
It is a card drafting game. I wouldn't even say it's...
Bidding.
Yeah, it's...
Kind of. Secret bidding.
It's secret bidding. And if 2 people bid for the same card or multiple people bid for the same card, nobody gets it.
Nobody gets it. This game is a ton of fun because typically we all always, for some reason, go after the exact same card and people barely ever actually get any donuts. Play this once with the Table Knots crew and Jeff did win. So we're moving on to the next game.
Believe it.
Yeah. I actually can't believe it either because you're not. Usually, Jeff always plays the same card as somebody else.
I usually end that game with like 1 or 2 cards, which is crazy because there's like 35 cards that you go through.
The next one we have that we play with the Table Knots crew is 6 Nimmt. This game is a game that is a card game that is very confusing, I think that I get it now. So basically there are different rows of cards and you have to lay them down sequentially. So you might have a card and before you know what anybody else is playing, you pick a card that you have to play. And then they go in order in these different rows. If you happen to be the last card, then you have to take that entire row of cards.
There's only so many cards in a row. It's not like an infinite row of cards.
Yeah. If you're the last card in that row, for whatever number the cards are, I don't remember, you have to take that whole row, and then there's these little bullheads, which I always thought were triangles because I can't actually see them. And everybody's like, it's a bullhead. So I'm like, there's a bullhead on every card because that's the design on the card. But you guys meant in the bottom. I thought they were triangles. I had no idea what you were talking about the whole time. There's like these little tiny bullheads, and then the more of those you have, that's bad. You don't want any.
Yeah, you'll start with a certain amount of points.
I think you start with like 60 points.
And then the more bullheads, because certain bullheads will be a different color, they'll take more and more points away. person that loses the least amount of points.
Yeah, wins.
Wins.
And that was Doolin. Congratulations, Doolin. The very last game that we played, last but not least, we played it on BGA, but we do have a physical copy, and that is Patchwork. Weirdly enough, we played the Halloween version because that is what is still on BGA. I don't know why, but this is a Christmas version here, and I was just sitting here looking, and it says that there's a cookie cutter inside, and I never actually opened this, and oh my god, there is. Well, it's not that exciting. It's like a Tetris piece. I guess it's like a patch from Patchwork.
It is.
I was hoping it would be like a Christmas
Why do you
tree.
don't? You can take it out. What do you need the cookie cutter in there for?
Yeah, I guess that's right. Patchwork is a tile placement game with buttons.
Have we ever not finished this game in the negatives?
I can't remember. The point is that I won. It is a beautiful cottage game that we own the Christmas version of, and I can't
I had a lot more fun playing it that time than I did the first time.
I love this game. I love this game.
I'm increasing on it.
You're increasing on it?
Yeah.
Finally. All right, those are all of the games that we played in the month of November. That's a lot of games. Which one was your favorite, Jeffrey?
Arcana.
Oosh, you said that so quickly. I didn't even have a chance to think. Okay, I have a few. My favorites are Dinosaur World, Mind Management, and Wacky Races.
Like, this is a good month.
This is a great month.
This is a good month of games.
Really good games.
I do think I'd pick Android Netrunner. I think I was anticipating playing it a ton. I was a bit nervous to play it because I didn't think I'd love it as much, and I did. It's just the perfect game for us.
Yes. All right, totals. So this month, I won 23 games, and Jeffrey won 25 games. I know, it's annoying.
We're coming down to the wire, people.
So that leaves our yearly totals with Jeff at 208 and me at 203, which is a difference of 5.
Got a 5 buffer.
So we have 1 month left in this year. With that being said, we have the Jeff versus Jamie challenge soon coming to an end, which means that one of us is going to have to do something. We don't know what that is. And that is being voted on by our Patreon community. Hashtag Team Jeff, hashtag Team Jamie. So if you're interested in voting on what we get to do or what we have to do at the end of the year, you can check out our Patreon. Everything is linked down below. But if you are just wanting to make some suggestions that you want to throw out there that we can load up onto the Patreon for people to vote on, please put those in the comments. I want to participate that way. You can put a suggestion and maybe your suggestion gets picked. So we've also recently had a giveaway, which was very exciting. Jeffrey, what was the giveaway for in a nutshell?
The giveaway is for Vast, Mysterious Manor, as well as Vast Haunted Hallways. Thank you so much to Leader Games for sponsoring this giveaway.
Now, for the moment of truth, the winner of our amazing giveaway sponsored by Leader Games, once again, thank you Leader Games, is
Ben Myers.
I was like, are we doing
Benjamin Myers.
Benjamin Myers, you are the lucky
Benjamin
winner.
Franklin Myers. I don't know if that's your middle name, but I don't care. I'm just
Imagine.
making it up
That'd
on the
be
spot.
pretty cool if it was. Congratulations, Ben. To collect your prize, what we are going to need you to do is send us an email. Our email is in the description below with your mailing address, phone number, all that good stuff, so we can get Leader Games to ship that game out to you ASAP. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who commented on the video. There were so many comments to go through, and Jeff responded to like all of them.
That's a lot of work, people. That's a lot of work.
Good job, Jeff. So that is everything that we have for you guys today. If you're interested in buying board games, the best place to look is your friendly local gaming store. And for us here in Halifax, that is
Boardroom Game Cafe.
Yeah, it is. So that's all we have. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see,
Please subscribe.
we hope to see you again soon. And now we say
Better days. Spoilers.
They've got us surrounded.
Whatever.
Whatever, Cheddar. Nothing. Holiday. Jeffrey, you're just banging into my chair. What is with you and having hair in your beard?
We have 5 animals.
Beep. Ready?
Yep.
Hello, everyone.
That was weird.
What the hell? Oh, whatever. Stand up for yourself, girl.
That one I
Top is
try.
going to die.
It is.
I gotta get a plug.
Okay, go
I
get a
gotta
plug.
get a plug. Wait for me. It lives. What's happening?
I don't know. I had a brain meltdown.
I could do the research, I guess, but
Yeah, you could literally Google it. But
yeah,
you guys tell us.
yeah,
Because we don't want to look it
cut
up.
her out.
No. Nope.